Hey guys, Greg here, Bone Tactical. I'm about to do an awesome gear unboxing. There's a bunch of this stuff in this bag. I'm gonna throw it in the water, swim up to shore, and we're gonna go over there and show you guys a bunch of cool tactical gear, new gear, brand new. First thing we're testing out is the Sea Line bag. I got a bunch of stuff in here. Let's see if it's really waterproof. I hope it is, because we're going in. Well, this backpack is super loaded up, and its load-bearing features are rather nice. All right, so let's get right into the gear review and unboxing. This bag is a heck of a bag. All right, it is amazing. The Sea Line bag is just awesome. I asked them for that bag. They sent me the bag that I asked them for. I had a pretty good feeling that this particular bag was amazing, and I was right. Okay, my suspicions were confirmed. The combat shirt from Bone Tactical, absolutely amazing. Sun protection in and out of the water, tough, keeps you cool. Just doesn't get any better for warm or hot weather. Lots of sun environments, good as it gets. Now let's get right in to the unboxing and see what all we have in this massive bag here. So as you can see, this is a lot of stuff, and it's a lot of stuff that I'm really excited about. Just get right into it. So we'll start off with this Sarva, okay? Arctics mid hiking boot or outdoor boot, okay, from VJ Shoes. We're gonna get this right into the testing phases. So it looks like a really good boot from everything I can tell. I kind of briefly checked this out. Looks like a really good X-sole, really well made, light, everything you want to look for. So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be making some more videos on what we would consider to be modern combat footwear that you guys have seen on my channel previously, and those are kind of some of my most popular videos because, you know, what we consider to be more stereotypical combat boots really aren't just utilized or used by the most high-speed operations. They're not, for the people that are allowed to make their own decision on what footwear they're going to be using, they're going to be using better footwear than what the issued guys are using. So we're gonna continue to be doing that. We've got mud gear here, which is gonna be giving them a run for their money. That was, Arctics was more for a cold weather environment, and then this mud gear is gonna be more for a warm weather environment. So those boots are really cool, but one of the most important things about having a good pair of boots is also having a good pair of socks. All right, that's often overlooked. These socks from Run Strong by Fox River, I picked these out as well from this company that I wanted to be working with, and they look really awesome. Okay, they're like a mid-weight, kind of like a trail running that would go good for the hot weather boot, and then for the cold weather boot there's a Fox River Hike Trek, which is merino wool, and those I'm really excited to be getting into the works. I already use merino wool or smart wool, and it's just a huge advantage to having any kind of boots or really being out hardcore getting it, you know, if you're going to be doing a lot of walking or running or hiking. And big pro tip is, if you're going to be breaking in shoes or boots, always carry with you some blister plasters like I put in my survival gear that I sell on my website. I always keep one in my survival bag. And another pro tip would be using dress socks under your heavy duty merino wool socks during the break-in period of your boots. Will help you prevent to get blisters, okay? And then you can just carry blister blasters with you to, if you do start to feel you're getting blisters or getting some rubbing, then you put that on real quick. Really cool. We're here at the beach. Narwhal makes a Yeti Cup speaker lid, okay? They got a 30 ounce and a 20 ounce one, so it's like literally a little Bluetooth speaker that you use as a Yeti lid. I just think this is so ingenious. You can drink with it. You open it up here, right? And you can still drink with it on there, and you got you're blasting your music wherever you take your drink with you. And anybody really who wants to go, you know, out on the beach or wants to be, you know, hanging out on the weekends and you're, you know, drinking out of your Yeti, just swap out the lid and now you've got music with you too. I think that's just really genius, and I'm excited to get these Narwhal speakers into the testing phase, right? We're just doing the unboxing right now, but that is really cool. So we've got a couple knives here that I'm gonna show you as well. So let's just show a little bit about these knives and see what we're looking at with the knives. We've got this guy from Holtzman's Survival, which I am pretty excited about looking at, and we'll see what this is specifically. Oh, really cool. Big, huge survival knife looking guy, D2 steel. Comes with a pretty cool sheath. Definitely very, very, very heavy, very thick, looks like a 1/4 inch thick. So that's cool. Has all of the survival accessories with it and everything. You've got your fire starter here, and you've got a sheath with a secondary retention, a little leather thing on there, nice looking Kydex sheath. So we'll get that into the testing phases for you guys. Pretty cool. Looks like, just generally speaking, a standard production, kind of a mid to low level production knife, and then we'll just have to see how the heat treat was done on that D2 steel going forward, because really I can't tell you much more about it just by unboxing. We're gonna have to get it into the testing phase. We've got Kova blades here, which this is a really huge tomahawk. So let's check this guy out. Pretty cool looking tomahawk. Look at that. It is handle G10 steel and 8CR13 MOV. 8CR13 MOV steel, G10 handle scales, matte black. A lot of you guys like the matte black look. It looks like a very standard production tomahawk. Very little chamfer, if any chamfer on the edges here. Very hard, crude. Definitely nothing close to handmade. Very, very kind of crude machining. You know, rough edges, stamp out production type run. The design itself is, it's a, you know, straight face tomahawk. Might be halfway decent for throwing. A lot of very heavy retention on the sheath. And it is a thermoplastic sheath, but you know, this is kind of, as far as beating it up, I can tell you, you know, it's pretty thick. It probably would last a little while. Not going to be an art quality weapon or anything or tomahawk. Nothing of the caliber, definitely nothing close to handmade quality, but we'll get into the testing and see if it's worth the price. It's going to be a lower, you know, but more of a budget friendly tomahawk, and I think it's definitely solid full tang, what you would consider to be full tang. So it's going to be better than something like a fiberglass or a wood handle hatchet or tomahawk. So get that into the works and see what it'll do. We've got here as well some little organizational pouches, and I'll do some more videos on EDC, organizing EDC, and I really am excited to get these from Rough Enough. I'm gonna link all this stuff, all of these gears things, in the description below. This one has orange on the inside, bright orange, if you needed to like kind of open it up and use it as a signal device or something like that. It would be, there's a little bit of, you know, safety orange material inside of it, so it's really cool. It is padded. I really like that. It's like a pencil case size, but you can, you know, put something in there that you don't want breaking. So I really am excited to get to use these. These look good. Like I say, I'm going to do some organizational, how to organize your EDC bag. I've already got some videos on that here on the channel, but I'm going to go further into it. And it's just such a better deal for you personally if you can learn how to organize what's inside of your bag, instead of, you know, taking the standard, you know, low-level grunt approach of sticking pouches to the outside of MOLLE. It just, you know, makes you clunky. You know, you bang and beat into stuff. You have hard time. You can get caught on doorways or in brush, and if you're an operator, and if you're not an operator, and if you're in like a public environment, you just kind of look foolish. So it lowers your odds of success at your daily endeavors. But having organizational bags inside of your backpack, they're really awesome. So these from Rough Enough, they look very well made. It's got a YKK bronze zipper on there. The bronze zippers in saltwater environments will oxidize. They won't really rust necessarily. They'll just kind of like generate that greenish stuff, and then they'll lock up on you. So you do have to keep them lubricated. If they're bronze zippers, I would recommend plastic like this one if you're gonna really want something you can get quickly. But I do like brass as well. Brass is, as long as you maintain it, they last pretty much a long time as well. So the brass or bronze is great. It just does require a little maintenance in zippers, right? Not in, I make a lot of brass and bronze products that require zero maintenance because they don't have tolerances. They don't have moving parts. They're self-defense tools and stuff of that nature. So or I use bronze rivets on the tomahawks and knives because they don't rust. They might oxidize, but in the case of the brass and bronze that I'm using, it just patinas. With zippers, it's a little bit different in saltwater environments. So Arken Optics, nice little scope here. This is a more of a CQB if you guys have like a PDW, a small short barrel rifle, SBR, anything like that. AR that you're not trying to reach out to over maybe 800 yards. I would say this would go about to 800 yards. It has a really cool little reticle on there that you can use for judging distance without, by being able to do holdovers. And it's a 1:8 optic, 1:8 by 28, which I really enjoy because you can spin the, you can have it so you can have a wider field of view if you're going to be moving and you don't know where the target's going to be. But then if you identify something farther out, you can crank it up to 8 power and get out there and really do some accurate shooting because you've got all your holdovers. So definitely worth checking out. I think I'm really excited to get this Arken Optic EP8, Arken EP8 into testing phases, and hopefully very soon. Last thing here, guys, is these vitamins from Nature Made. We've got melatonin gummies, which I actually use melatonin sometimes to help me sleep. We've got advanced gummies here that are for adults. So the gummy thing is just kind of a cool little thing. You can, just eat some gummies. So I'm going to eat some multivitamin gummies. And melatonin, if you guys have sleeping issues, it's all natural. They've got pills as well. And they got Sleep and Recover, which I think will be really cool. So check out their recovery stuff. So I'll get these into the works, and we'll see what it does and what it's all about. Thanks for watching. Bone out.